Okay, let's dive right in. We're about to take a journey to a place in Brazil that holds some pretty profound evidence. Evidence that could completely rewrite the story of how and when humans first set foot in the Americas. It's one of the biggest, most fundamental questions in archaeology. When did the first people get to the Americas? For a very long time, we thought we had the answer pretty much locked down. But what if that answer was wrong? And not just by a little bit, but by thousands and thousands of years. Well, believe it or not, the key to this massive historical puzzle might just be hiding right here, tucked away in the incredible canyons and rock shelters of one very, very special place. All right, so let's start by getting our bearings. We're going to explore exactly where this place is and why this one remote park in Brazil is sitting at the very center of a massive scientific debate. Welcome to Serra da Capivara National Park. The name literally means Capybara Hills, but what's inside these hills is what's truly stunning. We are talking about the single largest and oldest concentration of prehistoric sites found anywhere in the Americas, period. To find it, you have to travel to the state of Piauí, way up in northeastern Brazil. It's a huge, rugged area covering almost 1,300 square kilometers. And listen, this isn't just some local treasure. The global community recognized how critical this place was way back in 1991, designating it a UNESCO World Heritage Site. That was to make sure these incredible clues to our shared past are protected for, well, forever. Now, what's amazing is that the most immediate and visually spectacular evidence of ancient human life here isn't buried deep underground. Nope, it's painted right on the walls for all to see. Seriously, the park is like a giant open-air art gallery. Scattered all throughout, hundreds of these rock shelters are literally thousands of incredibly preserved prehistoric paintings. They create this vivid, unbelievable record of a long-lost world. And we're not just talking about a few simple stick figures here. No way. We are seeing these dynamic, complex scenes. You've got people hunting, performing rituals, dancing, celebrating. It's like a storybook written on stone, tens of thousands of years ago. The artists also captured the world around them. They painted this whole gallery of animals that used to live here. Capybaras, deer, jaguars. It gives us this amazing snapshot of the ancient ecosystem. So here's the crucial point. You don't get this many detailed paintings unless a lot of people were living here for a very, very long time. This wasn't some temporary camp. It was a thriving, densely populated society. But the paintings, well, they're just the beginning of this story. Because when archaeologists started to dig beneath those painted walls, they found something that didn't just add to the story. It threatened to tear up the whole book of American prehistory. You see, for most of the 20th century, the established story, the one taught in all the textbooks, was that the first people crossed the Bering Strait into the Americas about 13,000 years ago. That was the consensus. Serra da Capivara asks a really radical question. What if that entire timeline is off? What if people were here, deep in South America, long before anyone was ever supposed to be? Here's the number that changes everything. 22,000 years ago. The evidence found here suggests people were around not 13,000 years ago, but potentially as far back as 22,000 years ago. I mean, that is just a mind-bending leap back in time. So where does this number come from? Well, at sites like Toco de Tirapaya, archaeologists have dug up what they say are stone tools dating back 22,000 years. Now, of course, some critics argue, hey, those could just be naturally broken rocks. But at other key sites like Pedra Furada, researchers have found layers of evidence, including ancient hearts, that they believe proves humans were here. And if they're right, it changes everything. It means people were in South America almost 10,000 years before the supposed ice-free corridor in the north was even open. That completely upends our theories on how the Americas were populated. But the mystery of tool use in Serra da Capivara isn't just about the deep past. The park is also a living laboratory, and it's revealing some fascinating things about intelligence and nature right now. Get this, the park is home to these bearded capuchin monkeys, who are, it turns out, absolute geniuses with tools. In fact, scientists here have documented them using the largest and most diverse toolkit of any non-human primate. It's incredible. Okay, check this out. They use stones to dig and loosen the soil to get at roots and bugs. Then they use their hands to excavate. And they even use little sticks as probes to explore crevices for food. It's this incredible display of intelligence that makes the park a living lab for tool use, both ancient and modern. And its importance doesn't stop there. Today, the park is a vital piece of a much bigger conservation effort. It forms this ecological corridor that links up with another national park, which allows wildlife to move freely and protects the incredible biodiversity of this whole region. So when you look at an iconic image like this one, the Great Arch at Pedra Furada, you're not just seeing a beautiful rock formation. You're looking through a window deep into a past that we are only just beginning to understand. It's a symbol of a monumental history and a living, breathing present. Which really just leaves us with this final thought. If one place, just one, can so radically challenge what we think we know about our own story, it really makes you wonder, what other incredible secrets are still out there, buried in the soil or painted on stone, just waiting to rewrite history all over again?